Oh, man. Well, as I always say, I love my lurkers. So if you are feeling too sick to keep the chat open and you still want to just listen to me chit chat, no judgment here. Zero judgment against you. I want you feeling better. I get to see a doctor tomorrow. That's going to be cool. I'm scared, but it's, maybe it's a step in the right direction. Okay, good to know. All right. You weren't here. I don't know if you saw, I lost a follower. And I think it's because I made someone mad because I didn't want to play with them for the whole stream. So I'm thinking I might have to add a rule that says Sammy reserves the right to end a multiplayer session. All right. I'm going to have to remember that I said all of this because now I'm going to actually do the intro. Hello and welcome to Diablo 4 Season of Witchcraft. I'm Sammy. This is Sammy. You are Sammy. We are all Sammy, and we're hanging out here at the end of the Season of Witchcraft. We're just kind of chilling. I'm being a hero right now. There's a Sammy in the chat. I knew we were all Sammy. So yeah, we're just hanging out. I am willing to play with others for a little bit. If you need help finishing the season, or if there are specific things that you want to do and you think that I can offer help for that, then I am here to do that. But please remember, I prefer to play solo. That's just the way I am. That's the way I have always been my entire life. I just prefer playing single player games. So don't get upset if I end a session, a multiplayer session. Sorry, I like to play alone. Good place for us to regroup. And to that effect, I think I am going to start with the Artificer's Pit. Now, don't get it twisted. If we have played together, I have likely had so much fun doing it. I just know that there comes a point for me where multiplayer stops being fun. And that is usually when I kick people out or leave a party. It has nothing to do with who I am playing with, except this guy. This is the party member who makes things horrible. Okay. So, with that said, we're going to put on attack speed as a potion. Because as you see, I do not need the extra armor, and I'm very close to having maxed out resistances. We're going to go Redamine for max life. Puts us over 900, or 9,000. I even missed the meme. And then resistance to all elements, giving it plus 10%. That gives me max on everything. And then finally, dexterity plus 100. So let's dive in. I think I'm just going to try a 100 because the last time I did it, I did a 100 with help. And now I'm going at it alone. So I just want to make sure. Hopefully that other player that I accidentally gassed will be fine with the gas that I gave them. And they're not sitting here thinking like, you ruined my build! Because if someone gasses me with extra armor, that is a waste. So I don't want the extra armor. But likewise, if someone else needs the extra armor, and I just took that away from them, that ruins their build. I don't know. I get the impression that gassing others, even if you're trying to get that challenge with the incense, is not a polite thing to do if you're in Torment 4. Because at that point, people are picking their incense and potions specific to their build. Dang, there are so many teleporters. They have pushed me back. I also figured out that I do have a subterfuge ability, so if I wanted to move towards that rare node on my Paragon board, my dash will be improved by it. Come on. Okay. I hate it when dudes are behind me. I'm like, come on, you should be in front. Battle with honor. Been listening to too much Worf from Star Trek. I'm all about that honor now, and when I see these vile enemies battling without honor, I'm like, ooh, Klingons would make quick work of you. Maybe I can draw that elite. Oh, gotta make sure I stay alive. This is my first time trying tier 100 solo. And that does make a brother a little nervous. Come on, dudes. I'm staying ahead of time, but only barely. There. Ugh. Good. Whoop. These things could kill me, so I shouldn't just go running in. Whoop. Okay. I thought I got the first guy, but there's a shaman reviving him. I see him, I see him. So if I can keep them all around here, we should be good. Alright, alright. I see I missed a chat. I am sorry, Blazin. Give me a second. Give me a second. If you want to push some pits or hordes or anything, I will let you know. But only if you're feeling up to it, Blazin. And I am mostly in the mood to do side quests. That has kind of been my groove this week. I have been like, I don't want to think about improving my character. I don't want to think about progress. I just want to do stuff that I find fun. It's my quirky week. This is how I have been dealing with the stress of having a doctor's appointment. I am terrified to meet with a doctor. So, I'm just trying to do things I like. I can dig that. Exploration is great. Now, have you fully finished your map? I believe there's a trophy / achievement for fully exploring the map. So I do recommend that people do that. Now, is that a thing that they are going to start adding when you create a new character? You have to explore the map again? Whoops. Ooh, I'm so glad I survived that. Because I have, my hardcore character was the last time I had to explore the map. My softcore character, the first time I finished exploring the map, all softcore characters had the map fully explored. And so I only had to re-explore for my my hardcore, my first hardcore. Hello, Gaming Mike. I am so glad to have you here with us. There we go. Oh man. This may be inappropriate, so I apologize. But this week, I have had more people asking me if I have an OF, that's me being coy, than any other time in my life. And with my unemployment being as miserable as it is, I'm now starting to consider it. I'm like, anybody want to see this jiggle? $5. Whew. Yeah. I have one friend who says it to be a troll. I mean, good on it, and maybe I should be a capitalist. I'm always talking bad about it. Maybe I should shut up and fall in line and get with the exploitation. But anyway, one of my friends always says it as a joke. He's always like, ooh, you could always do feet pics. And then I don't know where they came from, but some stranger on TikTok was like, hey, do you have an OF? And I made a video joking about it. And then like 3 people slipped into my DMs saying like, hey, just so you know, I would pay for that. That might also be true. It might literally just be hairy feet pics. You know, with my beard in frame. But then it would be genuine theater because oh man. Well, they didn't say specifically what they wanted. They were just like, I'm interested if it happens. So I'm reading into it. I'm just like, There it is. All sensual close-ups, all suggestive of a beard. Made myself fearful. Walked right into it. Oh man. Oh man. I got myself excited, and then I had to take a pretty heavy realism pill today. I have not. I may need to have a little chit chat and see what this stuff is. Because that might be funny. Oh man. But anyway, I got myself overly excited today when there was news a few hours ago about Anonymous dropping 10 terabytes of data that they claim reveals Russian assets within the US. And then the more I thought about it, the more I was like, I think this is all theater again. Like maybe there is something in the 10 terabytes of data and we'll get to hear about it one day, but I think right now it's all just theater. It's Anonymous trying to be relevant, and that is the reason that it was released. But otherwise, it's just theater. It's kind of like when John Oliver a few years ago claimed that he collected all this data about sitting Congress people, and he had it in an envelope, and he showed the envelope on screen, and then nothing ever happened about it. He teased it. He was like, I still have that envelope. And then nothing. That's how it feels right now. It feels like most people are just doing theater, and that's starting to bug me. I'm done with theater. I want real. I want reality. I would love to be wrong. Feel free to prove me wrong. If there is something juicy and awesome in this terabyte or 10 terabytes of data from Anonymous, feel free to send it my way. I would love to see it. Just right now, it all reeks of theater. Exactly. Because action is hard. I recognize that. I'm scared of action too. It's true. Oh man. I'm not trying to shame. I'm just saying. And go live again. Now, I'm gonna have to remember to download 2 different videos in order to do this, but that was strange because chat was still showing up on the PlayStation. Like, my camera was still up, it still said I had people viewing, and then when Gaming Mike was chatting, it was appearing on screen. So I was like, this is strange. This is strange. So if that happens again, feel free to jump into my Discord and let me know, because clearly PlayStation isn't going to tell me. Like, according to them, everything was just fine. Everything was golden. So I don't know where we left off, but what I was saying is that as I am doing these story quests, I am trying to collect my dungeon keys so that if there is a quest in a dungeon and I have the dungeon key for it, then I can just knock them both out at once. And I'm pretty much going to be just exclusively in Fractured Peaks at this point, so I'm not going to be doing all this other stuff. Thank you, Blazin. I'm glad to be back. I just have to remember that's 2 files that I've got to download for the stream, or for the YouTube.
I see.
All right, so this guy, I had to do this quest to unlock the rest of his quests. And the rest of his quests are things that you just find on the ground. I say that out loud because I often forget that that is what happens. Usually I am in the corner of Fractured Peaks looking for one of his items, and I just get frustrated and I look it up. I look up the location that I'm at and it says to unlock. I have to unlock 2 other quests before it. And that's when I'm like, oh, I'm an idiot. So, let's solve the notes riddle. Beacon of warmth in winter's embrace. Patience rewarded by nature's own grace. I know the answer. I know the solution. Looks as though Kyovashad is going to be the fastest way to go. All right. We got a brand new story unlocked. I introduced this at the beginning of the week. Blazin just purchased the How Did We Meet for 2,000 beard hairs. This is a totally 100% factual story about me and Blazin and how we met. Definitely not making it up as I go. Absolutely true. So, I was actually hanging out in Antarctica last month, just having a good time. I was doing some light scientific tourism. Like, I'm not a scientist. I don't know anything about any of that stuff, but I did want to go hang out in the Antarctic. And while I was down there, I was chatting it up with a few scientists, and one of them was like, you gotta meet one of my favorite dudes in the world. His name is Blazin. He's dope as hell. Get in there, say hello. And so I went in, and it turned out Blazin was doing this really incredible research on shape-shifting DNA. Like, I was like, is this from Earth? Is it DNA even? And they were like, I don't know what this is. I have never seen anything like it. And we started looking into it, and Blazin had this awesome idea to, try some wires, some heated wires, just to see if they could get kind of a reaction. And it was nuts, dude. Like, Blazin came down with the wire, and this thing turned into just like a little vial of teeth. It was nuts. And we just tossed it into some alcohol and exploded the thing. It is gone now, like dead. But, you know, ever since, Blazin and I, we have been close buddies. They often will reach out and be like, hey, what do you think about that day? You're not talking to people about it, are you? Like, that's still just our little secret. And every time I'm always like, yeah, man, like, never. I would never tell anyone a soul about that time in the Antarctic. And, yeah, it's, you know, we've been really close ever since. So, Blazin, I just wanted to say, you're a real one. Totally true story. All right, first open, now solve a puzzle. It's not here. I have to customize to do this. That makes me sad. Okay, put it there. Save changes now.
Wait.
And there it is. Ta-da! That is the secret of the spring. I solved it. And our last one before I have to go hunting for them is enter the hallowed ossuary. I don't think I have a key for that one. I'm gonna run away to safety really fast and whoa, that was awesome. Now that thing is huge. It's not huge on this screen, but every other screen that I'm looking at, I'm like, whoa, that thing is big. I wish, at times like this, I do wish that the PlayStation had a little bit better integrations with Twitch. You know. That's why I was checking the screen. I was like, does it show? Is it going to be awesome like yesterday? There's so many things I don't know. You could fill many books with all of the stuff I don't know. In fact, they did. It's called a library. Ah, I'm being attacked. Sorry, my dude. I'm just not doing this over here. I'm a dad. I'm allowed. Everybody else who does dad jokes, it's a hate crime. Whew, I'm a bad person sometimes. Okay, I think I am safe. So let's see. Dead Man's. Then we've got Forbidden City. I like it. Oh, I do have a hallowed ossuary. Ossuary, not assuary. I know words. Oh, man. Now, make like a tree and leaf. I don't think I would give that a dad joke. That existed from long before I even knew the premise of a dad joke. I think I first heard that from Biff in Back to the Future. Notably, he was not a dad at that time. He did. Or was his the get out of here? Either way, Back to the Future. It's on the list for potato chip pictures if we ever finish Bond. We're gonna take a look at Back to the Future. I've already made the thumbnail. That's how confident I am in doing Back to the Future next. Alright. Get 'em. Get 'em! Hate these summoners. If only because when people are too close to me, they can avoid my rain of arrows. And that's a little annoying. One thing to note. When I went offline last night, I did upgrade one of my witchcraft powers. I upgraded the Piranado, which I do not have equipped right now. And I upgraded the one that makes all of my circles bigger. I know. I keep upgrading it and I still haven't put it back on. Like, it's my favorite one and I'm still running with these flowers that I don't particularly care for. You know what? I'm doing it now. I'm not on a timer. So, where did I go? Where am I? I gotta make my face disappear. There we go. Okay, Prawnado. Go there. Thank you. Save myself. Now, I haven't seen it fire yet. It's possible that it requires a 20-second cooldown before it can even fire off the first time. But I want to run with that for a little while. The build guide that I'm using, maxroll.gg, they don't make it sound as though you really need to be focused on the witchcraft powers, like the big one. Oh yeah, I'm not done yet. They make it sound like all the other witchcraft powers offer more utility than the legendary one. And so I've been running with the flowers because that's what the guide recommends, and I don't know. I don't usually see enemies using it. It's supposed to cause them poison damage if they get hit by it. Whereas the Prawnado, it happened off screen just now. That bad boy does damage and it draws everyone in. It's like I get to have my own corpse tendrils. Yes, thank you. Give it to me.
My name is Pomuk.
That's good. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I have completed the quest. I wasn't paying attention, but I don't see it there. Okay. Since you've got a vacuum style skill, it makes sense not to use the Prawnado, because it's like, it's redundant at that point. You don't need it for your build. I just don't have any ability comparable to that. I do have it, right? Yeah, it is equipped. Just sitting here like, I haven't seen it once. Alright, my drugs are almost worn out. I'll have to grab another potion and another 3 incense. I don't need them, but they do increase my experience. And we are passively trying to get to 300. Paragon 300. Come on, there it is. Okay. Looking good. Just gotta find the bloodstone. I love it. Oh, you guys don't even understand how much I love having an automatic shadow imbuement that causes these dudes to explode. Ah, it warms my heart. Excellent. Good. Good, good, good. We are doing it. I'm even playing recklessly and somehow surviving. Let's grab that. Yes. Okay, now I can play recklessly. And since I am playing recklessly, allow me to just say, if you are new here, feel free to hit that follow button. I am trying to get us to 100 followers. So if you want to help out, that would be so dope. If you want to support the show financially, that is also totally welcome. Just hit that subscribe button. Not a requirement, but it would be appreciated. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. If you want to leave a comment, just tell me the time signature of what you're talking about so I don't think you're crazy. And if you are into podcasts, check out Potato Chip Pictures. It's a movie franchise review podcast, and we are currently looking at the Bond franchise. No episode this coming Friday, so it's a good chance to get caught up on the movie. Okay, that was strike two. That was strike two. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I'm now going to have to download 3 episodes. And we're not even through with the first hour. 3 files. And we're not even done with the first hour. I'm not grumpy. I don't know why anyone would get the impression that I'm grumpy at what's happening in my home state of Utah. That ends everything. That kills my internet. That kills so much stuff. So, so if it happens one more time, we're going to say that's the end. So here's my preemptory goodbye. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Now, let's attempt to continue and see how far we get before the weather knocks out my internet. Because one thing you can always count on in a deeply red state is really strong investment into infrastructure.
My husband, Theodore, left our home in the middle of the night.
Oh, I know this mission. This is another sad one.
I went to confront them, but they fled from a strange light in the forest. They have been gone all night. I think it's time I went after him, but the forest is dangerous. Would you accompany me?
I will. This is a sad one, though. That's true. That is true. I wish that... I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I wish that, and that doesn't change the world at all. So, if wishes were fishes, I'd have an aquarium? I've never understood that particular truism, rhyme, nursery. All right, let's go. Get stuck on the environment. I did it in the wrong direction. Oh, a lot of dead things. A lot of dead things. And now they're staying dead. That's all I needed. That's a good question. Okay, things are fine. Everybody's blowing up, but I'm staying out of danger.
My sweet Theodore,
There we go.
may you know bliss.
We're here, get out of the way. We're here!
Theodore?
We're trying to watch a scene here. There. So we're here standing in that lady's spot. You'd think he'd never been on camera before.
Such pleasure, such pain. I must have more.
More!
How is it that you...
More.
Please, go after that woman who did this to him.
Will do.
More. More. More.
I already stepped on his line. Clearly, I've never been on camera either.
Prize Fedor was drawn to me. But I have given only what was desired.
Lady, I want to fight you, but there's still a lot of people around. So,
And
let's fight.
but his flesh is unyielding. He will
Anytime
not
now.
fear.
There we go. I was like, I'm holding on to this rain of arrows, and she's still not coming out. We're here. We're here.
You deserve much worse than the mercy you have just shown.
I'm trying to direct these people. They just don't listen.
If it's a reward you want, take the dagger from his chest and leave me be.
I don't know why she's so mad at me. Like, I only did the stuff that she needed help with, you know. I'm not saying that he's a perfect person, but she shouldn't be mad at me. Like, I did everything she asked. Whatever. All right. Next up is the prayer. I think I am not able to collect the quest, the found quest that's over here. I think there's one more thing I have to do before whatever that is drops. Yeah, so let's go ahead and head back in this direction. I have a feeling I know where the next quest of that dude in Margrave. I think I know where his next found thing is. It's just been months since I last did it, because you can only do these quests once per season. I guess twice if I had like a hardcore character. Which is an idea. No, I'm not gonna get myself in the weeds thinking of other stuff that I could be doing. Okay. Give thanks. So,
Thanks.
let's see, where is it? Oh, come on. There is no way it didn't register because there were baddies nearby. Okay.
Thank you.
There. All right, so I'm heading into the headhunt zone. I don't actually want to participate in the headhunt zone, but I'm pretty sure in the caves I will find the quest. Don't mind me, everybody, just crashing into stuff. It's intentional. Just trying to find something.
What is this?
There it is. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. I hit the wrong button entirely. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. I will just let my stash pick up that legendary. Okay. There he is. And now I can get the third one.
These days, art like this would just go into the pyre. I'll have to keep this well hidden. Thank you. If you find anything else from Margaret's
So, this guy that I'm speaking to, Zalin Costa, he has 3 or 4 mini quests, and I don't know if they are part of a challenge. I have already done them in the past. I'm really just doing this for my own enjoyment. The first one was finding archives in a dungeon. Doing that allowed me to pick up that torn and faded note that I just picked up. And so now, where I had spoken to the lady whose husband was seduced by a demon, in that area, his third quest now spawns. It won't, like, none of his quests will be available until you have completed the previous one. And I like that. That's how, not all, that's not how most, anyway, of these quests go, but on a few of them, you have to do them in a certain order, and I kind of dig it. Feels a little more alive to me. Where it's like, why are you even talking to me about this thing if you have not found the last thing? No. Alright. There's a ghoul. Nope. Nope. I could be wrong. It could be that the third one spawns in another part of the Fractured Peaks entirely. And I'm searching this area again this season, trying to find this quest. Nope. Keep getting excited. I'm like, oh, that's something different. Is that it? Is that the thing? Nope. Okay, maybe I'm forgetting an actual step. Maybe there is more to this. Because I could have sworn it was like in a row. But again, I'm not an expert. Not an expert. Do not come to this stream looking for expert advice. You will get novice advice. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to complain about more gold. Okay. I'm going to try over here. There must be something else I'm looking for. Well, go get a weapon. Just go buy one. Oh. My head was itchy. I'm trying to think where it's supposed to spawn. That's crazy. Okay, let me... I'm positive this is incorrect, though. I may have to look it up later. Alright, where am I? 33 out of 38. I know one is going to be somewhere in this area, so that would be 34 out of 38. But where are the other 4? That has become the question. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Did I get him? I got him. Got him. Okay. I was being hopeful again, thinking maybe if I hit this, it would give me what I'm looking for. Now, one of the things, I'm just heading over here because I already miss it. We finally had a use for this location in the map during this season's seasonal quest. When this was a root hold that we had to come in and capture a head. A fugitive head. Not one that we got to keep. It was a story-related fugitive head. But before this season, I kept coming here thinking, like, maybe there's a secret. Maybe there's, like, a secret portal that I need to do something, and then it will spawn, and it never did. But I'm still suspicious. I'm still suspicious. I think there's a secret. And they're just keeping it secret. Alright, we are skipping everything over here because I'm trying to head north. We have done everything with the bear tribe. So I'm really just looking at the two different chapels because I cannot remember if there are side quests over here. But I'm also occasionally trying to open things because sometimes there are found quests. Oh man, one of my favorite updates in the game in general was just turning all herbs into bundled herbs. So it used to be Bite Berry gave you Bite Berry. And all of the other regional herbs would only give you that region's herbs. It was a good way to encourage exploration because, if you were hunting for bundled herbs and you had 1,000,000 Bite Berry, then clearly you needed to spend some time in another region. Now they're all just bundled herbs. No matter what region you're in, they still have the original name until you unlock them, and then they just become Bite Berry. And I love that. I love that I can just be doing whatever I'm doing and collect what I need to collect. I mean, it's one of those long letters. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Let's find out. Oh, that's Gallow Vine. Yeah. It was a while ago. I do not remember exactly when, but I have never gotten over how happy it makes me. I was just like, oh, this is the best. Because there are times like this when I am just having fun in the season and I want to do things the way I want to do them. And it frustrates me whenever the game's like, nope. Stop what you're doing and go to another region entirely. So, now if I need more herbs, I can get those herbs wherever I am. Alright. Still have not found the quests I'm missing. And I think that would be the only quality of life that I would look for in the future would be a list of the quests that you have completed. And if you have discovered a quest, then I'd like to see it named on that quest log. You know, so if like I know I have completed Fractured Peaks in the past. If I did, it would be nice to be able to say like, okay, I am looking for this specific quest. Oh, I'm in the wrong region. Travel to Karagar or Skazglin. Don't mind me, everybody. I know you guys are out here being big, scary demons for like 5 more seconds, but it's not, there we go. It's like it's not for me. All right, I know I did a quest up here already. I just wanted to see if there was like a found one that might be somewhere. No. And when I say a found quest, I don't know what they're really called. Those are the ones that you can only find by unlocking certain things or collecting herbs. You guys are all supposed to be gone. Go back to hell. Did he die? Did I not do it? That makes me mad. Okay. So I don't need these bundled herbs. I'm really just doing it to see if there's something hiding in them. Nothing there. There we go. Every once in a while I'm like, give me my rain of arrows! I need it! I need it! Give it back! Okay. Still in the Fractured Peaks. I think. I think I need to go to Novosk. I need to go over here. I think I know what I'm looking for. It just took me a minute. You jerks! I hate it when that happens. Alright, nobody touch me. I don't like to be touched. Nobody touch. Okay. So, to the west, there should be... Excuse me. There should be something that I can pick up. I think it's in the herbs. Could be in the ores. But that's what I'm looking for at this point. Somewhere around here. Don't mind me, everybody. Just gonna kill everybody real quick. And then get back to hunting. Nope, just iron. No. I didn't think it would be in, like, a human-related thing. But I'll take that. I thought it was a part of nature. Okay. Nothing there. I don't think it's going to be that high up, so I'm going to head back over here. Because now I think it's over here. Oh, I'm being attacked by everybody. Okay, anybody? Anybody got what I'm looking for? No. Alright, well, I may have to return to Fractured Peaks and attempt to do the last few quests with a little more research under my belt. Because, yeah, I have no idea where they could be. Clearly I'm missing something. And there's nothing in here. Okay, well, might as well head back up to Karagar. I'm going to switch out my Fractured Peaks keys with Skosglin keys, and then we'll just be a hero over here. What is this? Hawazar, but it's gold find. Let's see. Hawazar, Kyrgyzstan, Dry Steppes. That must mean this is Skosglin. Yes. Sweet. I feel good about it. No, I'm just gonna break these down. Don't need junk keys taking up space, and I'm going to collect these missions and then use my potion and incense, if that makes sense. That's going to be the way I go.
If you carve the right pattern, they're good luck. That's what.
Sorry, dude. I've heard about your quest every season. It's one of the easiest, one of the best. I recommend everybody do it. Especially if you're trying to level up your character and get into Paragon. I just happen to be doing all of this long after I am finished with the season.
Poor old parents are getting on in age. Who will protect their home? I would go check on them.
I know this one. So this starts a series of quests. They're fun. They're good.
We can always use a strong back, but your talents would be wasted.
This one I don't remember.
Truthfully, I've been hoping to visit my sister and her newborn up in Breistig, but the roads are too dangerous. Them damned cutpurses lying in wait at every turn. Lot of folks round here would feel better with someone like you keeping those bastards in line.
Oh, that's right. It's a kill a bunch of dudes quest. I'm sitting here thinking, like, somebody else wanted me to go visit their family. Like, do you want me to go take something to your family? No, he just wants me to do some light murder.
No, I'm not all right. Just look at the colour of her bark. The poor tree. My chanting is the only thing keeping her upright. She needs a piece of her mother, the great oak of Turdalra. Have to go deep for it though. Down to the underroot where the ancients first planted.
The underroot.
Myself, but I can't leave her side. Please, help me save her.
Maybe. We'll see what happens. For now, I'm gonna go collect some charger tusks. There are a few down here, and then a lot more elsewhere. There they are. Ooh. Alright. Picking them all up. Just gotta pick them all up. There we go. Good. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not breaking these things as I try to collect them. You know, when I'm raining arrows upon these chargers. I'm glad I'm not breaking the tusk in the process. Seems like a delicate process, but no. All I gotta do is rain down arrows. Okay. This is dope. I thought like it was a random drop, like I had to kill chargers, but it wasn't a guarantee that they would drop it. So far, I think all who I have killed have dropped it. Nope, one of them did not. So never mind. It's not a guarantee. I just got lucky. I got lucky for a change, baby. I don't usually get lucky, but this time I did. I'm a lucky dude. All right. I gathered these for you. No need for a cut of the profits. I don't... Wait, since when would a rogue say that?
Oh,
But whatever.
these are nice big ones. Not cracked or nothing. Thanks, Wanderer.
Okay, let's see what was next. Speak to Phelon in the Downs. Okay, not very far. And I believe this is another, like, multiple step quest. Oh, I want boosts. We'll do this one. Redamine, Soothing Spices, and Queen Supreme. I don't need the stuff that it's giving me. It is helping. It's not like I'm picking things that are being wasted. I am doing it for the experience boost.
Your thrice damned wardstone. Ah, you spoke to Corey.
I did.
Can't believe he even remembers he has a family. I had to throw the loafer out of the house months ago because he refused to work. Didn't hear a peep from him till now. He's better off in Kedigar. And we are too.
All right, let's collect the next one. What is happening here?
Damn bloody goatman attacked again. What does it look like? I'm sorry, strangers. That was unkind of me. This was the 5th attack this moon. Not sure how many more we can survive. That druid over there brought some wardstones. Supposed to keep the filthy goatman out. If you're up for some honest work, I could use a hand with them. I'll pay you, of course, but keep an eye out. There's bound to be more of those damn things about.
He knows.
I'll look into it.
He knows the solution that would help him in this specific situation, and yet he can't be bothered to actually install them. But whatever. That gives me a chance to help out. I am a hero after all. That's all I'm here to do, is help everybody else.
Quite the challenge,
Alright, where was number 2? There it is. Oops. Every time I think I'm ready to fire it off and get this installed. There we go. I was like, it's gonna happen again. Someone will walk up and hit me. Okay. Nope. There. That should do it. It would be cool if installing these actually had an effect. But unfortunately, for the remainder of my save file this season, goatmen will regularly attack this farm. Like they're back already. So the ward stones don't actually do anything. And I often read into that as a statement of all religions. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We'll see how well Artea's magic works. Me, I prefer a more direct deterrent even goatmen can understand. Ah, the damned beasts have moved into the pits at the south end of the downs. They're led by some big, ugly brute of a thing named Bloodhound.
Oh, man.
Bastard's head in a pole would teach them what happens to those that attack the downs.
Alright. Travel to the unhallowed pits. Come on, let me out. Screen glare is too great for me to see this detail of tiny fences. I'm also going to collect this quest.
My daughter, my dear tree. It was her wretched husband. What did it? Fowling. I caught him feeding, and he fled that way, dripping in my baby's blood.
Doesn't sound like she's a baby anymore.
Hunt him down. Make sure he suffers. I'll pay you all I've got.
But okay, the request here is to make sure whoever this is that I'm hunting suffers. Oops, oops, oops. Come on, give me my rain of arrows. But I want to head down here and clean out this farm. There was one season a long time ago when I did this particular quest, and I just happened to be doing it at the same time as like 5 other players. And so each of us, like the first person was finishing theirs while I was starting mine. And so in fighting the goatmen during their final wave, I was filling up for my final wave, and then when they completed their quest, then I had the chance to complete my quest, and then another player came in who wanted to complete their quest, and we all just hung out together, you know, helping each other kill a bunch of goatmen. And it was fun, it was sweet, it was cute, I liked it. I've always been looking for that chance to just run into some other people who just happen to be doing the same thing that I'm doing. Okay. Now this guy. You know what? I don't think I have seen my Piranado fire once, so I may not have the correct stuff to actually fire it off. So, I am going to go back to the cycle, just because I know I can actually use it. And I think if I want to use the Piranado, I have to switch some other stuff around. Ah, there it is. All right. We learned a lesson. You can't just use the Piranado. You have to pay attention to the conditions. Vowlin, what have you done?
Deirdre, help me. Where is Deirdre?
Poor Vowlin. I'm sure he'll make it.
Starving. No matter how many rabbits Deirdre brings. I look at her throat. I smell her blood. And all I see is red. Stop, stop, stop! I have to fight it. Spirits of old, ghosts of my kin, give me strength. Don't let me change.
Blazin, if you're still awake, I'm just gonna say this is a warning to you using your were forms as a druid. You might lose your mind. You might go crazy and start killing all the peoples around here. So be careful. I saw you using that wild shape like it was candy. I know how you do. Yeah, see? Someone's gonna have to put you down. So gotta be careful. Alright, I think she's dead. Oh, no, she's just mourning. I thought she was dead on the ground. Sounds like we better take it to the PvP. No, I don't want to take it to the PvP. I have seen your build. It is brutal. Of course, I think he was using his werewolf form. And I'm pretty sure I see you using your werebear form. Ah, no wonder I can't fight these guys. Okay, let's see. I've brought back his head.
Well, you don't disappoint. Unlike those wardstones. Damned things didn't even last a fortnight. You'll see if minting this
Oh my.
works better. Is it cold as promised?
Okay. Oh, was that it? I thought there was more. I'm not complaining. Let me just make sure. Okay. Yeah. Every time I have to drop down to Torment 3, I'm always like, I'm cheating. I shouldn't be allowed here. I'll let him get a couple of cheap shots on me. It's allowed. If I'm gonna stare at my map in the overworld, they can fight me. Oh, there we go. Okay, everybody else dead? Nope, there are still more. I want to talk to this guy. Okay, Edan. Oh, this was the mission. This was the mission!
gnawing at me to join them. I'm still me for now, but I need help to stay that way. A group of those cathedral knights came through a while back, off to fight the evil in Sarat's lair. One of them had an amulet. The wolves were silent around it. Knights never came back. Perhaps you could find that amulet for me?
Perhaps. 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 No, maybe it was the last one. Because as I'm looking at it, this is, I think it was the Wolfmen, or Goatmen, where I did it. Paragon 230, baby! Alright, yeah, it was the Goatmen, where a bunch of strangers were helping each other. I got it in my head that it was a Wolfman thing, but I don't think it is. I don't think it was. I think it was the earlier one. Alright. We're getting pretty full up. We're almost all the way full. Now, I had started doing this direction, but I think I want to head upwards to get these. Because my dash ability is a cutthroat ability, and it'd be pretty cool if I was using it for more than just mobility. Like if I could actually do damage with it. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. But it is not benefited by the glyph that's nearby. Only the normal nodes are benefited by that. So I'm really just doing this for the fact that I can, that I am able to. Anyway, let's get back to killing. That's enough talking. Get to killing. But I think I am going to get those cutthroat abilities. Maybe not the other ones surrounding that. I'll go back and do the magic nodes on the next thing because that's what gets the bonus there. Good. Good.
Cool.
Are you about to turn? Do I have to kill a villager? I didn't mean to. If I did. I think he's dead though. That was dope. Yeah, I think it was a good idea to actually invest towards this dash ability. Because it might actually hurt some of the smaller, weaker enemies, because my precision shot doesn't hurt anyone. Precision shot is just to get my rain of arrows back. Alright. That was very good. Let's try to draw everyone over here. Oh, just get away from that. Draw everyone over here. Just like that. Alright, so 10% was not enough to start dealing damage to the weaker enemies. But I think they feel it now. Relatively speaking, as much as a computer simulation can feel pain, I think my enemies are feeling that pain now. Good. I'm gonna make my face disappear briefly so I can give a hot take. I think I've already forgotten what it's called. The Wayne's World cover of Ballroom Blitz with Tia Carrera doing vocals. I think that's my favorite version of that song. I think it's better than the original. I think she's the best vocalist for Ballroom Blitz. It's just embarrassing because the only, when I'm listening to it on Spotify, they're showing the Wayne's World cover, and I'm like, I'm not listening to a comedy song, I'm listening to the best version of a song.
Round up those idiot cousins of ours and bring a jug of rot gut. I won't do this sober.
Oh, yeah! I thought I had my rain of arrows. I was like, look at all these spiders that want to get shot with arrows. And then there was no rain of arrows. Alright. Got what I needed, so... I can't escape until everybody's dead. Not like everybody. I just need the people who are hitting me to stop hitting me. That's the point that I'm making. I had a backup. In case I gave too many free hydrations, I got a backup. So there you go. But I mean, at 10 beard hairs, there's no need to be sitting there holding on to your beard hairs and not letting me drink.
Let me see that. Oh, I can feel it already. The calls are fading.
Those calls should be fading.
I don't know how much longer I could have resisted.
I knew I could count on someone. We got 1, we got 2, we got 3 hydrations, 4 hydrations. Number 1. Ooh, water tastes very different than that grape drink I was drinking. That's number 2. That's number 3. And that is number 4. All right. My back is straight. You can see my tie. Just gonna raise that, because whenever I sit up straight, the microphone is no longer pointed at my mouth. And I don't want you to hear my body making noises. Early to bed. It makes me sad that that keeps happening. it makes me intensely sad that that keeps happening. So, well, I'm being told I have a poor network connection. So I think I'm going to call it. We're just going to make it a short stream. We'll come back and search the farm. You think it was just you? Because I did shut down and reboot. And that usually gets you guys saying, oh, it's working better now. Because you're not seeing that I killed the entire stream and came back. And it might be because I'm doing it so quickly that it doesn't register. But yeah. All right. Well, it could, and I hate it. I hate it. If it's my area being stormy, then I'm out of luck. There's nothing I can do to change that. That's just going to be the way it is. So I think we're going to call it here.